Hello everyone, welcome back to our third module on photography and multimedia design. And today we'll be discussing about indoor photography techniques and the use of artificial lightings. When you guys think of indoor photography, you might think of a scene like this. Well, indoor photography itself refers to the capturing of images inside of an enclosed space or buildings. Generally, indoor photography is widely used in commercial industry, especially for artistic genres. But what are some primary genres used in indoor photography? Well, the first we have studio portraiture. This is a genre where it focuses on individuals or even groups of people. By using precise lighting, photographers can sculpt the face, highlight some textures, and evoke specific emotions, especially through the subject's expression. The second one, we have product commercials, where it is aimed at promoting products with accuracy. The goal is to highlight the detail, shape, or even the color while minimizing distracting reflection in order to achieve the perfect look. The third, we have food photography. Well, it is designed to make the food and drinks look delicious. It emphasizes the texture, freshness, and vibrant colors in order to trigger the viewer's appetite. The fourth, we have architectural photography, where this genre focuses on the structure and design of a space. It highlights the architectural details, such as the layout and the overall vibes of a room. The last but not least is editorial photography. This is a photography that supports a story or a narrative. It often blends fashion, lifestyle, or even aesthetic in order to convey a specific mood or behind the scenes feel. Now, in order to achieve these 5 genres of indoor photography, we need to use what is called lighting, or artificial lighting to be specific. It is a range of devices used by photographers in order to generate, manipulate, direct, and control the light in order to illuminate a subject. Generally, studio lighting equipment is divided into 2 main categories. The first one is light sources. As the name suggests, it is a device whose primary function is to generate artificial light and determine the color temperature based off the color of the light that is being emitted. Well, the first on the category is strobe light, which is a very high-powered studio flashes. They are perfect for freezing fast motion, as we have discussed from the module before, and to overpower bright ambient light. Next, we have speed lights. This is a very small, battery-powered portable flashes. This is very ideal for on-location shoots such as wedding or events, where mobility is very essential. What mobility refers here is that you can move everywhere around without having to drag a big lighting setup. The third, we have continuous light. This is the light that stay on constantly with no flashes. This is absolutely great for beginners and videographers because you can see how the light affect in real time. We have a few examples in this category. We have the LED, which is a very energy efficient and stay cool. Next, we have the much more traditional one, which is tungsten. This is emits a very warm yellowish light, but it gets very hot very soon. The third is fluorescent. This is very efficient, but sometimes it can flicker, which is not ideal. The last is ring light. This is a circular light that surrounds the lens. It provides a very flat, even lighting with almost no shadows. This is very popular in beauty or macro shots, or even when you're trying to film a TikTok. The second is light modifiers. Well, it is additional device attached to the light source to alter the quality and control the directions of how the light spread onto the subject. The first example is softbox. It is a fabric box that used to diffuses light. It creates a very soft, flattering light with smooth shadow transitions. The second one, we have umbrella. This is used to bounce or even diffuse light over a very wide area. It is a very simple yet effective way to soften harsh shadows. The third, we have reflectors. Well, it is basically a portable disc that comes in many different colors such as white, silver, gold, or even black. This is used to bounce existing light back onto the subject in order to fill in some dark shadows. The next three is such as snoot, barn door, or honeycombs are tools used to narrow the beam of light. They create spotlight effects or dramatic high contrast look onto the subject. Next, we'll be talking about lighting techniques and characteristics. Well, it can be grouped into four different things. First is based on the directions, based on the functions, based on the quality, and based on the lighting setup. Now let's start with direction. Well, as the name suggested, it basically refers to how the light is positioned relative to the subject. We have a few examples like the backlight, which is where the light is placed behind the subject to create a glow around the edges, helping the subject to pop out from the background. We have the side right, where the light comes from the right side. We have top down, where the light is basically comes from a top to down direction. We have front light, which is the light placed in front of the subject. Side left, where the light is placed on the left, and bottom up, where the light source is placed on the bottom of the subject. Next, we have based on functions. This refers to the light source categorization according to their specific purpose in a scene. There's two types. The first one is key light, the primary and the strongest light source. It sets the overall exposure of a photo. Next, we have the fill light. This is the secondary, a much dimmer light used to fill in the dark shadows created by the key light. The third is based on quality. This refers to the physical character of the light produced. There's two types of this, which is soft light. This is produced by large sources like the large softbox in order to create a gentle shadows, and it is very ideal for beauty shots. The second one is hard light. This is produced by a much smaller direct sources like a bare flash, for example. It creates a very sharp shadows and high contrast for a much more dramatic effect. Next, we have based on lighting setup. This refers to the technique of setting up light sources within a photoshoot composition. First, we have split lighting, which is light exactly at half of the face, leaving the other left in the shadow. Or you can even put another color light in order to show different light from left and right. The second one, we have rim lighting, where the light is placed exactly behind the subject in order to create a bright outline or the rim, as you can see over here, around the subject. Next, we have the short and broad lighting. First, we go to the short, where the light emits side of the face turn away from the camera. It has a slimming effect, while the broad lights is where the light shine on the side of the face that is facing the camera. The fourth, we have the Rembrandt lighting. This is characterized by a small triangle of light on the shadow cheek right over there. And then we have cross lighting, where two lights are placed diagonally opposite of each other with the subject in the middle. And that's it for our third module. I hope that you learned something from this, and bye bye. See you next time.